Quilting is a hobby anyone can enjoy, and here to show us some classic stitching as well as modern trends is quilt designer Linda Warren. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So let's talk about traditional versus modern. Right here we have a traditional piece, and then right next to it is the modern. Tell us what makes them that.
Yeah, these are great examples. Traditional quilts often have white or off-white backgrounds, use lots of different fabrics, and they often use fabrics that they just had around, either from clothing that had worn out or scraps from making something else. These are some great examples, Lady of the Lake and Pinwheels. You can see the modern example here also has triangles, but it's more asymmetrical and maybe a little improvisational, incorporates bright colors and often uses solids and backgrounds that might be white but might be gray or black.
I really like the modern one. It just seems a little more whimsical. But the traditional is beautiful too. And you are part of the Quilters Guild.
Yes, Hands Across the Valley Quilters Guild in Amherst.
All right, tell us a little bit about that and what it is.
Sure. Well, there are quilters, millions of quilters across the country, 21 million it's estimated, and every community has a quilting guild. It's like a club, and so our guild is in Amherst, and we have 155 members, but it was started 30 years ago in Amherst with many fewer members, so it's grown.
Great.
And the members range from beginner quilters to experts. Everyone is welcome, and all walks of life, and so it's just a fun group. We join on our hobby of quilting, but we also like to show our quilts, we like to educate the community about quilts, and we like to raise money for good causes.
And speaking of showing off your quilts, you guys have an event coming up. When and where?
Yes, this is our 14th biennial quilt show. It's at the UMass Campus Center in Amherst, and it is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and 7th, from 10 to 4 each day.
And you were telling me earlier that you have a really special exhibit, a World War II exhibit that you guys are really excited about.
Yes, there are 25 quilts in this exhibit. It's quilt making from 1941 to 45, the war years. And so you can see those 25 quilts that the women were working on while the men were off at war, and it was another thing they could do besides their victory garden or working in the defense industry. And they also have on display things to teach about the era, like newspaper articles and patterns, quilt patterns that were in magazines at the time and that kind of thing. So
great. Well, it sounds like a great event, and thank you for being here with us and showing us some new trends in quilting. It's always fun to see a new take on something that's been around for a while.
Thank you for having me. And the small quilts, we'll have dozens and dozens of them for sale. Oh, and over 300 quilts on display.
All right. Okay. If you guys want more information, head to our website at mymassappeal.com.